Today, we're going to be working on a super exciting custom order, and we want to take you guys along the ride. Let's go.
We were recently commissioned to rebuild one of our collector's pieces on a bigger scale.
So although the actual specifications and the size of the piece is going to change, the rest of the piece is going to remain the same. So we are going to be making this out of black walnut, and we are also going to be keeping the black ocean epoxy that you see in this picture above. The final dimension of it was going to be 1 inch, but since we don't have 1 inch, what we're going to do is we are going to get this 8/4 walnut, which is essentially 2 inches thick, and then we are going to cut it down the middle to get 2 1-inch pieces and then glue that up.
We make sure to only take out inches at a time to not stress the machine. As you will see here, our table saw is actually having some issues, so it takes us a while to even get the blade to go down. Hopefully this is something we can correct in the future. If you've made it this far in the video, we want to say thank you. All we ask is if you can please hit the thumbs up button at the bottom of the video, because this really helps our video reach more people and helps us be able to make more videos like these. And if you don't want to miss out on any of the projects that we have coming up, please consider subscribing to our channel.
So this is what the board looks like right now. All we did was sand the face with a 120 grit. We also went ahead and rounded all the edges and sanded those too, because when we pour the epoxy, it is going to drip over. So we're going to have to do another whole sanding round on the entire board up to its final grit. But you do want to touch up those edges before you pour the epoxy, because once you have that like top layer of epoxy on it, you're not going to be able, or at least it's going to be very hard to actually get to that. So right now this board is just at 120. We're going to go ahead and create the batches of the epoxy that we're going to be using, the colors, and then we can go ahead and do the pour, let it sit, and then give it the final grip.
Let it drip good over the edge, para que no pase como lo, you know what I'm saying?
Does it have here?
Yep, you're good. Here, use this.
After adding the black epoxy, we added a layer of the clear epoxy. That way we prevent the white of the ocean waves from actually blending into the color that's already on the board.
Turn it on.
This is the part of the build where you get to show your creative side. If you want to add more texture to the actual piece, what you can do is add some more of the same epoxy that you used at the beginning in different areas and then blend it in with a heat gun. That way you can create that ocean mimicking effect.
So the beautiful part about this is that's it. We love how the pattern comes out. All you have to do is grab a blowtorch and you get to see those bubbles disappear.
Once we sanded the board to its final grit, we finished sealing it and got it ready for packaging. Something that we love of working on custom orders is that we get to see the client's creative side. Even though this piece was inspired by one that we had made in the past, the client made it her own and the epoxy made it truly one of a kind. Let us know below what you think of this piece.